A climate justice approach highlights the gender dimensions of climate change impacts and requires the energy and resourcefulness of women's leadership to tackle it. When communities living in poverty are impacted by weather shocks, drought or flooding, it's women who try to hold them together and cope. When subsistence farmers are affected, we must remember that the vast majority of them are women. Women are also agents of change at local and national level. Hillary Clinton put this well in a recent, I think, very interesting speech at the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, APEC, on women and the economy. I just quote two passages from her. She said, "The case for unlocking the potential of women and including them more fully in the economic life of our nations begins with the accounting of how women already are driving growth." And later she continues, and again I quote her, "Close the resource gap holding women back in developing economies, and we could feed 150 million more people worldwide every year. And that's according to the Food and Agriculture Organization, and that's in addition to the higher incomes to families and the more efficient markets and more agricultural trade that would result." I believe that her message is well taken. It's not a case of adding a gender perspective to be politically correct or gender needing to be mainstreamed. The evidence shows that women's economic contribution is central to the development of countries as it is central to tackling climate change. And if we think about it, given the transformative change which will be needed, my foundation has begun to harness the power of women's leadership on gender and climate change. We began in Cancun, and we will be very active on this in Durban. We're building on work done over many years by the Global Gender Climate Alliance, GGCA, the GenderCC, and other international and local networks. And we're encouraging women ministers in the forefront of climate negotiations, which they are, to join forces to ensure that the gender dimensions of all aspects under discussion, mitigation, adaptation, financing, and transfers of technologies, are fully recognized and addressed in COP17 in Durban, but also in Rio+20 next June and beyond.